Hi everyone, welcome to the HamilStream. Today I'll be singing all the songs from Hamilton in one stream. So all of them. I just found a playlist with all of them, and yeah, so now I'll start with Alexander Hamilton. And then some of these I don't know very well because I the ones I skip. So so just be prepared if some of them are bad, because I just wanted to do this because it was like a fun challenge, because yeah, I know all the words to most of them, but some of them I'll probably be bad at, but just be prepared. But let's start with Alexander Hamilton. How does a bastard orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14 they placed him in charge of a trading charter, and every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain, put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Well, the word got around, they say this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. While he was 10, his father split, full of it, debt-ridden. 2 years later, see Alexander's mother, bedridden, half dead, sitting in their own sick, the scent thick. When Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with a cousin, the cousin committed suicide, left him with nothing but ruined pride. Something new inside, a voice saying, Hamilton, you gotta fend for yourself. He started reading every treatise on the shelf. There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a cent of restitution. Started working, clerking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford, scamming for every book he can get his hands on, planning for the future, see his how as he stands on the bow of a ship headed for a new land. In New York you can be a new man. Just you wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. We are waiting in the wings for you. You can never back down. You never learn to take your time. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, when America sings for you, will they know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? The world will never be the same. Oh, ship is in a harbor now. See if you can spot him. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his rep. America forgot him. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. So now we have Aaron Burser, which is one of my favorites. Oh, hi, Moonleaf. "1776. New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I've been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name in Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials. You punched the bursar. Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into then join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they passed. You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. Yet I wish there was a war that we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Ha! Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. You want to get ahead. Yeah. Fools who run their mouths up wind up dead. Yo, what time is it? Showtime, like I said. Showtime. Yo, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. I 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3, yeah. Those red coats don't want it with me, 'cause I will pop, chicka pop, these cops till I'm free. Oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir, tell the king, passe-toi, who's the best, c'est moi. Brah, I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. Look up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse of 4 sets of courses. No more sex, pour me another brew, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College, Aaron Burr, give us a burst, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit, we'll see where we land. For the revolution's imminent, what do you stall for? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he gonna do? Okay. And my shot, which, another one of my favorites. Yeah, and I got an ad blocker, so we don't have to worry about ads, so the screen doesn't get way too long. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dad got amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to vanish, spark into a frame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps it on us endlessly. Eventually, they tax us relentlessly. And King George turns around from the spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, don't be shocked when the history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot. I dream of life without a monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how you say, oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panic. You a my shot. Yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. I got shawl, knuckleheads, and local parentis. I'm joining the rebellion, cause I know what's my chance. Socially advanced. Instead of sewing some pants, I'm gonna take a shot. And never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I, do or die. Wait till I sally in on a stallion with the 1st Black Battalion. Have another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, But the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. I think your pants look hot. Lawrence, I like you a lot. Let's hatch a plot. Placker than the color called in the pot. What are the odds the gods would put us all in one spot? Pop in a squad in conventionalism, like it or not. A bunch of revolution, manumission, ambulationists. Give me a position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off of the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make you proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Rise up when you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When are these colonies gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I imagine death so much it feels like a morgue memory. When's it gonna get me? In my sleep, 7 feet ahead of me? If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where it come from, some get half as many. Ask anybody why we living fast and we laugh, reach for a flask. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. We're all the hungriest brothers with something to prove. When foes oppose us, we take it on a stand. We row like Moses, claiming our promised land. And if we win our independence, if we guarantee a freedom for our descendants, or will the blood be shed, begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants? I know the action of the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the bleating and fighting I've been reading and writing, we need to handle our financial situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately attaching. Every expectation, every action is an accurate creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, rise. It's time to take a shot. Rise up, rise. Time to take a shot. Take a shot, shot, shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I am not throwing away my shot. Yeah. I like never listen to rap, but like the only rap I even listen to is Hamilton. That's how I know how to rap, from Hamilton. But I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story, they'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Telling the story of tonight. I'll tell the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us. Telling the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Tell the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Tell the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Tell the story of tonight. Tell the story of tonight. Yeah, Schuyler Sisters. I love Schuyler Sisters. There's nothing rich folks love more than going downtown and slumming it with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and gawk at the students in the common just to watch them talk. Take Philip Schuyler, the man that's loaded. Uh-oh, but little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, sneak into the city just to watch all the guys at Angelica, work, Eliza, and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters, Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, work. Daddy said to be home by sundown. Daddy doesn't need to know. Daddy said not to go downtown. Like I said, you're free to go. But look around, the revolution's happening in New York. Angelica, work. It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in the square. It's bad enough that we violence on our shore. New ideas in the air. Look around, Angelica, remind me what you're looking for. She's looking for me, Eliza, I'm looking for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work. I'm looking for a mind at work. Whoa, work, woo. There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush next to someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. When you're someone in the city in your fancy heels, you're searching for an urchin who can give you ideals. Burr, you disgust me, so you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me. I've been reading Common Sense for Thomas Paine. Some men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel. Work! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan. We just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Cause I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan. We just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Work, Angelica. Work, Eliza and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters. We're looking for a mind at work. Hey, woo! In the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Okay, Farmer Refuted. Hear ye. My name is Samuel Seabury, and I present 3 thoughts on the proceedings of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rebel who scream revolution. They have not your interest at heart. Oh my God, tear this dude apart. Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me. Let him be. They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame. Yo, he'd have you all unravel at the sound of screams, but the revolution is coming. The have-nots are gonna win this. It's hard to listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already haunt us. Honestly, you shouldn't even talk. And what about Boston? Look at the cost and all that we lost. You talk about Congress. My dog speaks more eloquently than thee, but strangely your mage is the same. Is he in Jersey? For the revolution, for shame, he'd scream. you're in. Don't modulate the key, don't delete me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Alexander, please, I'd rather be divisive than drop the niceties. Silence! A message from the king, a message from the king, a message from the king. Yeah, I like From Refuted. I usually sing Thane's part, so I wanted to do the other part for a challenge, so. And You'll Be Back, that's another one of my favorites. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Oh, why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. You say your love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. But no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise. And I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 da. Okay, then we have Right Hand Man, which is one of the ones that I usually skip, so we'll see how that goes. British Admiral Howe's got troops in the water. 32,000 troops in New York Harbor. When they surround our troops, they surround our troops. When they surround our troops. Yeah. I forgot if this part is rapping or singing, because it's probably singing, but because I never really listened to it. As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor. I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I'm either gonna die on the battlefield of glory or rise up. I will fight for this land, but there's only one man who give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes! Here comes the general, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the general, the moment you've been waiting for. Here comes the general, the pride of Mount Vernon. Here comes the general, George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We're gonna make an all-out stand. Hey, yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Check it. Can I be real a second for just a millisecond? Let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Now, in the model of a modern major general, the venerated Virginian veteran whose men are all lining up to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters to relatives embellishing my elegance and eloquence. But the elephant is in the room, the truth is in your face when you hear the British cannons go boom! And you hope a success is fleeting? How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? I put a stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn, night takes Rook. But look, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We're gonna make it all out stand. Hey, yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Incoming. They are battering down the battery, check the damages. You gotta stop him and rob him of all our advantages. You take a stand with the stamina God has granted us. Hamilton won't abandon ship, we'll steal the cannons to boom! Cut a cannon, wash the blood into spray, and boom! Across the cannon, we are banning to stay, and boom! There's another ship, and boom! You lost the southern tip, and you gotta run to Holland quick. You can't afford another ship. Guns and horses, giddy up. I decided to divvy up my forces. They're skittish, and the British cut the city up. They're close to giving up, facing mad scrutiny. Get screaming the force of mad mutiny on these men who must defend America. We ride at midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once, people. I'm in dire need of assistance. Your Excellency, sir. Who are you? Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case? As you were, sir. I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec and well in summary. I think that I could be of your assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance, huh? I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west. Yes, well... Your Excellency, you wanted to see me? Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr? Yes, sir. We keep meeting. As I was saying, sir, we look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr, sir, close the door on your way out. Have I done something wrong, sir? On the contrary, I called you here because your odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh. Sir. Hamilton, how come no one can get you on the staff? Sir. Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. You have your still British cannons, but we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you to be their secretary? I don't think so. When you're upset, I'm not. That's all right, you want to fight. You've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies or dying like a martyr? Yes. Dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Why are you telling me this? I'm being honest, I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We're a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to tighten the load. So, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Ayo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. Son, you're outgunned, outmanned. You need all the help you can get. I have some friends, Lawrence Mulligan, Marquis de Lafayette. We have some spies on the inside, some king's men who might need some things side. Boom! We went to Congress and we need supplies. We rally the guys, master the element of supplies. Chicka-boom! I'll be above my station, organize your information as we write to the occasion of our new nation. Sir. Here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general, rise up. What? Here comes the general, what? And the right-hand man, boom! Yeah. And then Winter's Ball, How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loud-mouthed bother be seated at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight. but Hamilton still wants to fight. Not right. Now Hamilton's skill with a quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to devour, ladies. Looks, proximity to power, ladies. Detected him. Martha Washington named her feral tomcat after him. That's true. 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you can marry a sister, you're a rich son. Rich son. Is it a question of if, Bert, or which one? Hey, 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 hey. Helpless, that one's my favorite. I love Helpless. Helpless is my favorite. Ooh, I do. Hey, ooh, I do. Boy, you got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in them. I have never been the type to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she dazzled in the room. And you walked in and my heart went boom, trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band's top volume. Grind to the rhythm as we wine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh, my sister made her way across the room to you, and I got nervous thinking what she gonna do. She grabbed you by the arm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, yeah, I'm helpless. I know. I'm so into you. I am so into you. Yeah. Down for the count and I'm drowning in them. Where are you taking me? Elizabeth, I'm about to change your life. Elizabeth, by all means, lead the way. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler? My sister. Thank you for all your service. If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. 1 week later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister cause she wants to form a harem. I'm just saying if you really love me, you would share 'em. Ha! 2 weeks later in the living room stressing. My father's stolen face while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine. And I'm trying not to cry cause there's nothing that your mind can do. My mother makes his way across the room to you. I pause for a second thinking like we're through. And when he shakes your hand says be true. And you turn back at me and smiling. Helpless. That boy is mine. That boy is mine. Helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in them. Eliza, I don't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame. All I have is my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits and my top-notch brain. Insane, your family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides in me, and I'll try to take a bite of me. No stress, my love for you is never a doubt. We get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died. I grew up buck wild, but I never forget my mother's face that was real. As long as I'm alive, I swear to God you never feel so. I do. I do. Yeah, down for the count and I'm drowning in them. My life's gonna be fine cause of the lies is in it. I look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in them. New York, you can be a new man. New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. Helpless. Yeah, I love Helpless. And then Satisfied, another one of my favorites. Satisfied. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, everyone give it up for the maid of honor, Angelica Schuyler. A toast to the groom. Oh, wait. A toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride from your sister, who is always by your side. To your union, to the union, to the revolution, and the hope that you provide, you provide, you provide. May you always, always be satisfied. Rewind, 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 rewind. Helpless, sky's the limit, sky's the limit. Helpless, drowning in them, drowning in them. Rewind, drowning. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, will never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes in a hunger-pang frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself, you're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I have never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler, Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait. So this is what it feels like to match with this woman and you love her. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom, of seeing the light. Spend fragrant with the key and the kite. You see, right? The conversation lasts 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. And it's a dream and a bit of a dance. It's a bit of a posture. It's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'ma give it a chance. He asked about his family. To his answer, his hands started fidgeting and he looked askance. He's finding the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz and he can't even grow it. I don't want to take us far away from this place. And then I turn and see my sister's face and she is helpless. And I know she is helpless. And her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. Then by all means, lead the way. Number 1, I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father had no son, so I'm the one who has a social decline for one. So I'm the oldest and the wittiest and the gossip in New York City is insidious. And Alexander is penniless. Ha! That doesn't mean he wanted any less. It's also Schuyler. It's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler? My sister. Number 2, he's after me because I'm Schuyler's sister. That elevates the status side. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. No, that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. You'll never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service. It takes fighting a war for us to meet. It would have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. Number 3, I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. Ever tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, she'd be lying. And when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes, as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride from your sister, who is always by your side, to your union, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied, and I know she'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. Now, Story of Tonight reprise. I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory, but I've seen wonders great and small. Wonders great and small. Now the tomcat can get married, if Alexander can get married, that's hope for us after all. Here's a glass to freedom. Hey, something you will never see again. No matter what she tells you, let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the four of us, to the newly not poor of us. We'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr. Sir, I didn't think you would make it. To be sure, I came to say congratulations. Spit a verse, Spur. I see the whole gang is here. You're the worst, Spur. Ignore them. Congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of maintaining George's journal. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Now be sensible. Well, I heard you got a special someone on the side, Burr. Is that so? What are you trying to hide, Burr? I should go. What? No! Leave us alone, man. It's all right, Burr. I wish you brought this girl with you tonight, Burr. You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir. She's married. I see. She's married to a British officer. Congrats again, Alexander. Smile more. See you on the other side of the war. I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get here. What are you waiting for? See you on the other side of the war. I'll see you on the other side of the war. Okay, Wait for It. Another one that I listen to Wait for It sometimes. I don't skip it as much as Right Hand Man or some of the others that are coming up, but I'm I don't know the words to Wait for It. I do listen to Wait for It, I just don't know all the words to Wait for It. So Theodosia writes me a letter every day. Day. Theodosia writes me. Oh wait, I forgot there's a break. Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side of Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line, but he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by her side when so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilists and hymns won't teach ya. My mother was a genius, my father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints, and it takes, and it takes, and it takes, as we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me had died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I'm the one thing in life I can't control. I am inimitable, I am an original. I'm not falling behind. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I'm lying in wait, wait, wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb, 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 climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose, 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 lose. Hamilton's pace is relentless. He wastes no time, 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 time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes. And he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game he plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason, he seems to thrive and to survive. And God damn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints, and it takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, and I'm willing to wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, that was actually good for one of the songs I don't listen to that much. Oh, Stay Alive. Oh, I love Stay Alive. Another one of my favorites. Stay alive. Stay alive. I've never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing all his correspondence. Congress, right, George, attack the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence. The cavalry's not coming, but sir, Alex, listen. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage, outrage, outright, that's right. Don't engage, strike by now. Remain relentless till the troops take flight. Make impossible to justify a cost of the fight. Outrun, outrun, outlast, outlast. Behind him quick, get out fast. Chicka-pow. Say live till this horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of floods half-mast. Raise a glass. We go back to New York in my apprenticeship. I ask for French aid. I pray that France has sent a ship. I say at work with Hamilton, we write essays against slavery, and every day is a test of our command and bravery. We supply lines, we steal contraband, we pick and choose our battles, places to take our stand, and every day, sir, entrusts me with a command. And every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command. I'm a general, way! Yeah, he's not the choice that would have gone. The battle of Monmouth. Everyone attack, retreat, attack, retreat. What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your feet. There's so many of them. Sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, ready, sir. Take the lead. Yes, sir. 1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat as we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat. Charles Lee was left behind without a pasta piston. He started saying this to anybody who in Washington with all his devices, indecisive, when crisis to crisis, the best thing he could do a revolution, turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon. Ooh. Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. But, sir, we have a war to fight. We have to move it along. With certain words from Lee, someone ought him to do it to it. They don't disobey direct orders. Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got. Lawrence, do not throw away your shots. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments. It's the 10 dual commandments. Number 1, the challenge demands satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for other action. Number 2, if they don't, grab a friend, that's your second. You lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned. Number 3, have your seconds meet face to face. Negotiate a peace or negotiate a gotten place. This contemplates specialty queen recruits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, if they don't reach a peace, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site. You pay him in advance, you treat him with civility. You have him turn around before so he can have deniability. 5, do it before the sun is in the sky. Pick a place to die where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for your next of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray that hella heaven lets you in. 7, confess your sins, ready for the moment of adrenaline when you finally face your opponent. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. Alexander Aaron Burr, sir, can we agree that duels are dumb and immature? Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Burr. With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir. Hang on now, how many men died because Lee was experienced and ruinous? Okay, so we're doing this. Number 9, look him in the eye, ain't no higher. Summon all the courage you require, then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, places fire! Lee, do you yield? You shot him in the side. Yes, he yields. I'm satisfied. Here, we gotta clear the field. No, he won. Here comes the general. This should be fun. What is the meaning of this? Mr. Burke, get a medic for the general. Yes, sir. Lee, you'll never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service. Let's ride. Hamilton, sir. Meet me inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. So, don't call me son. This war is hard enough without enlightening. We called you out. We called us bluff. You solved nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. You're absolutely right, John. Should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shut him up. Son, I'm not your son. Watch your tone. I am not a maiden and needed defending. I am grown. Charles Lee, Thomas Carway, this man take you home and they rake you through the mud. My name's been through a lot, I can take it. Well, don't have your name, I don't have your tiles, I don't have your land, but if you know, if you give you command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, you could fly above my station of the war. If you could die and we need you alive, I'm more than willing to die. I need you alive, I'll send you alive, call my son one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Sir, go home. Oh, hey, May. Yeah, I love Ten Duke Man, but I don't listen to Meet Me Inside. I always skip that one. Oh, that would be another one I always skip. Oh, next gun sip. Yes! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around. How long have you known? A month or so. Eliza, you should have told me. I wrote to the general a month ago. No, I begged him to send you home. You should have told me. I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was done. The war's not done, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Will you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide being your wife? Look around, look at where you are, look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child shares a fraction of your smile or a fragment of your mind, look at world, that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges you're facing, the worlds you keep erasing and creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. So as long as you come home at the end of the day, that would be enough. We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you could let me inside your mind, oh, let me be a part of this narrative and the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first Gender, will you decide to stay? And I could be enough, and we could be enough. That would be enough. That would be enough. Ooh, yes, Guns and Chips. I love Guns and Chips. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire of the battlefield, waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman! I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats red with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop until I make him drop inside. I'm reins him. Watch him gauge, and I'm escaping, I'm enraged, and I'm out. I go to France with more funds, and I come back with more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know. Hamilton, sir, he knows what to do in a trench and Britain and fluent in French, I mean. Sir, you're gonna have to see him eventually. What's he gonna do in the bench, I mean? No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. You wanna fight for Lembeck? I need my right-hand man back. Get your right-hand man back. You know you gotta get your right-hand man back. You just gotta put some buttons through the letter, but the sooner the better to get the right-hand man back. Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same, Alexander. Yes, Guns and Ships were my second favorite. I love Guns and Ships. Now we have History Has Its Eyes on You, which also I don't really listen to that much. I was younger than you are now when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me, and now even I lie awake. Wow, we're almost halfway through Hamilton. Knowing history is his eyes on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, history has its eyes on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. History has its, I tell you what, I wish I'd known I was young and dreamed of glory and no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? You can win. I know the greatness lies in you, but remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. History has its eyes on you. I have Yorktown, which I love. I love Yorktown also. The Battle of Yorktown, 1781. Monsieur Hamilton, Monsieur Lafayette, in command where you belong. How you say, no sweat? We're finally on the field. We had quite a run. Immigrants, we get the job done. So what happens if we win? I go back to France. I bring freedom to my people if I'm given the chance. We'll be with you when you do. Go lead your men. I'll see you on the other side till we meet again. Let's go! I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. I imagine death's mercy feels like a memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, and command, and remember me. That I remember my allies are suspecting me. Not only that, my allies are suspecting me. We gotta go, get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gonna meet my son. Take the bullets at your gun. The bullets at your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We can let a straight gunshot give us away. We fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. And either that or mean the business of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau. Dig me Rochambeau. You have your orders now, go man go. Until the American experiment begins with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina. Redefining brave. We will never be free until we end slavery. We finally drive the British away. Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that the plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right, Hercules Mulligan, a tailor spying on the British government, taking measurements, information, then I smuggled it up to my brother's revolutionary covenant. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty and I'm loving it. See, that's what happens when you get the ruffians. Now somebody's gonna shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need your introduction. When you knock me down, I get the back up again. Let's go. Woo! Left, right, ho. What? 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 After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet. We lower our guns as he frankly waves a white handkerchief. And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead. Black and white soldiers wonder if this really means freedom. Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort the men out of Yorktown. We saw George Washington smile. We escort the men out of Yorktown to stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flooding the streets. Their screams and church bells ringing in Furl's retreat. I hear the drinking song they're singing. The drinking song they're singing. Song they're singing. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down, 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 down. Freedom for America, freedom for friends, down, down. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son, down, down. We won, we won, we won, we won. The world turned upside down. Yeah, and then we have What Comes Next, which, another King George, which... They say the price of my war is not a price that you're willing to pay. Insane. You treat with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome! Wow! Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da. You're on your own. Wow, we're halfway through Hamilton. That's crazy. And it's cool. Now we have Dear Theodosia, which... we have 2 more songs in Act 1. Wow. Dear Theodosia, what you say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and your blood will soar away. Someday, someday. Yeah, your blood will soar away. Someday, someday. Oh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There's so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun. My son, when you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around, my father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and your blood will soar away. Someday, someday. Yeah, your blood will soar away. Someday, someday. Yeah. After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York. Practicing study war, practice law, and worked next door. And even though we had started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to rhyme. Now you shout his rise to the top. The man says non-stop. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of a brand new nation. The liberty behind the liberation I intend to prove beyond a shadow of doubt with my essence and counsel. And where the words assistant, call your first witness, that's all you have to say. Okay, one more thing. Why do you have to assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon the YouTube, ready for your room. Why did you try you're running out of time? Right day and night like you're running out of time. Why did you tell you right like you're running out of time? Like you're running out of time in the meantime. Non-stop! Corruption's such an old song that we can't sing along in harmony, and nowhere is stronger than family. And this colony's economy is increasing solid, and honestly, that's why public servitude starts to become me. I practiced the law, but practically perfected it. I've seen it injustice in the world, and I've corrected it. Now for a strong central democracy. If not, then I'll be Socrates throwing variable rocks at these volunteers. President of the Constitutional Convention. I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention. There is a new talk, just doing yourself yet. Now what I'm gonna say may sound indelicate. He doesn't proposes his own form of government. Plan for a new form of government, and for the same hours of convention is listless. But young man, yo, who the is this? Why do you write like you're running out? Say believe. Why do you say always say what you believe? Every proclamation guarantees free immunization for your enemies. Why do you write like he's roaming out of tile? Write day and night like it's going out of style. Every day fight like it's going out of style. To what you do, Alexander. Aaron Burr, sir, but in the middle of the night, can we confer, sir? Is this a legal matter? Yes, and important to me. What do you need? Burr, you're a better lawyer than me. Okay, I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're subject to persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution? What's your client? The new U.S. Constitution. No way. A series of essays anonymously published, defending the document to the public. No one will read it. I disagree, and it fails, but that's why we need it. The Constitution's a mess, so it needs amendment. It's full of contradictions, so it's independence. We have to start somewhere. No way. You're making a mistake. Good night. Hey, what are you waiting for? What do you need sell for? What? Who won the war? What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course. Then defend it. And what if you're back in the wrong house? We're still we fought, and for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I do understand how you stand and decide. Keep all my plans close to my chest. For away. I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time, watching the afterbirth. I'm watching the afterbirth grow. I don't understand this. I am sailing off to London. I am accompanied by someone who always plays. I found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He is not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for a turn of phrase. My Alexander, Angelica, don't forget to write. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if your wife could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough? Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled The Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Have you done right like you're running out of time? Like you're running out of time. You're running out of time. Right do you write like you're running out of time? Right do you write like tomorrow you dive? How do you write like every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive. They are asking me to lead. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand, treasury or state. I know it's a lot to ask treasury or state to leave behind the world you know. Sir, do you want me to run the treasury or state department? Treasury. Let's go. Alexander, I have to leave. Alexander, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. How blessed they are asking me to leave. Look around, that's this enough. He'll never be satisfied. He will never be satisfied. Satisfied. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon that attitude's gonna be your doom. Why do you fight like you're running out of time? Why do you fight like his history is dies? Its eyes on you. I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton, just wait. I'm not throwing away my shot. Oh wow, we're finished with Act 1. That's crazy. Can't believe we've been streaming for like an hour and a half now, but we finished Act 1 and yeah. Woo, we finished Act 1. 17. 17. 1789. How does the bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet unite the colonies some more debt? Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all, you ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist him. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, he hadn't had the chance. He's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. And someone's gotta keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home, Lord. He's been off in Paris for so long. Oh, France is falling to the revolution. There is no more status quo. Oh, but the sun comes up and the world still spins. I helped Lafayette draft a declaration, and I said I gotta go. I gotta be a Monticello. Now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Drive my home, sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. Really miss the late 80s. I traveled wide, wide world, and I come back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. He hasn't even put my bags down yet. Sally be a lamb, darling, won't you open it? He says the president's assembling a cabinet, and I'm to be the Secretary of State. Great! And that's already said and approved. I just got home, and now I'm headed up to New York. Heading to New York! Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Free, ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. But who's waiting for me when I step in the place? My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond. What's going on? Thomas, we are engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Let's get out of this mess we're in. Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been? France. We have to win. So what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Head first into a political abyss. Head first in the abyss. Had my first cabinet meeting today. Pow! I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way to get to the bottom of this. What did I miss? Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home, sir. You've been off in Paris for so long. So what did I miss? Yeah, I love that one. I love What Did I Miss? I used to skip it a lot, but now I've been listening to What Have I Missed a lot. It grew on me. Had a better one. Washington, ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting? The issue on the table, Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. Life lived in pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words and enterprising men. Quote them, don't act surprised, you guys, because I wrote them. Ouch! But Hamilton forgets this plan would have Texas government assume state's debts. Now place your bets into that benefits the very seat of government where Hamilton sits. Not true. Ooh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Oh, our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax us south because we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create, you just want to move our money around. A financial plan is an outrageous demand. It's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Send with me in the land of the free, and pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidacy. Look, when British tax our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what's gonna happen when we try to tax our whiskey. Well, thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response? Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a real nation. Would you like to join us or stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts, the Union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic. How could you not get it? If regressive and competitive, the Union gets a boost. You'd rather give it to the sedative. A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid because you don't pay for labor. You plant seeds in the South. We create, yet keep renting. Who know who's really doing the planting? Another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war you did in fighting it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in a trench and fighting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson, always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Medicine, you're mad as a hatter. Stop, take your medicine. Damn, you're in worse shape than national debt is in. They're useless too. Let's turn around and bend it over. I'll show you where my shoe fits. Washington, excuse me. Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. You've reconvened to the brief recess. Hamilton! Sir, a word? You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. Ah ha ha ha. I'm gonna need congressional approval and you don't have the votes? Just a blunder sometimes. It makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder. Why he even brings the thunder. You gonna puddle stuff together? I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather. You're man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth. So we let Congress get held hostage by the South. You need the votes. No, we need bold strokes. We need the plan. No, you need to convince more folks. James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter. Washington winning was easy. Young man's governing harder. The petty Trenskin. Let's convince otherwise. What happens if you don't get consequential approval? Hands at the call and implore your removal. Sir, figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Wow. Yeah. Take a break. Good. Oh, wait, why did it just start like, that's weird. Wait. On to chocolate 6 noof. Who noof. Who said who noof said who noof said who dressed 6 7 8 9. My dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps into this petty pace to day and day. I'll trust you understand the reference to another star's tragedy about my having the name to play. Think me Macbeth, and ambition is my folly. And polymath, a pain in the ass, a massive pain. Madam's Banquo, Jefferson's Minskoff, and Burnwood Congress on my way to dismain. You need an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts would be so sad. You get another letter. I cannot the notion away. Take a break. I'm on my way. There's a little surprise before supper and it cannot wait. I'll be there in just a minute to save my plate. Alexander. Oh, okay. Your son is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away. Daddy, Daddy, look. My name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. My daddy's trying to start America's bank. And dark chocolate, sing, take a break. Hey, your kid is pretty great. Run away with us in the summer. Let's go upstate. Lies, I've got so much on my plate. We can all go stay with my father. There's a lake I know in a nearby park. I'd love to go. You and I can go when the night gets dark. I will try to get away. My dearest Alexander, you must get through the Jeffersons. Don't have been compromised. Don't stop till they agree. My favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you. Someone in your corner all the way across the sea. The letter I received from you 2 weeks ago. I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you attend this? One stroke and you assume my wicked days, it says. My dearest Angelica. With a comma after dearest. You've written, my dearest Angelica? Anyways, all this to say, I'm coming home this summer. At my sister's invitation, I'll be there with your family if you make your way upstate. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. It won't be an ocean away, it will only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs. Angelica's arriving today. Angelica? Eliza! The Schuyler sisters. Alexander. Hi. It's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man Anna spent the summer with his family. Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. You're not joining us. Wait. I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate. Alexander, I came all this way. She came all this way. Take a break. I didn't have to get my plan through Congress. Run away with us in the summer. Let's go upstate. And lose my job. Don't go plan through Congress. If you'd also stay with our father. There's a lake I know. You know I'll miss your face in nearby park. You and I can go. Eliza's right. Take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate so we can stay. We can also go stay with our father if you take your time. Look around, look around, look around. How lucky we are to be alive right now. Close your eyes and dream when night gets dark. Take a break. I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress. Okay, now I have to say no to this. We're almost done, actually. What? That's crazy. There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in distress may see someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air. You can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it. I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak. I was awake. You never seen a bastard, orphan, more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Maria Reynolds walked into my life. She said, I know you're a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go when I came here all alone, she said. My husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on, so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home and said, you were too kind, sir. I gave her the $30 that I socked away. He lived a block away, and she said, this one's mine, sir. And I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red. She led me to her bed. The legs said and said, stay. Hey, hey. That's when I began to pray. Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. Oh my God, she looks so helpless. And her belly saying, hell yes. Oh no, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. My mind, I'm trying to go. Go, go, go. Then her mouth is mine and I don't say no, no. Say no to this, no. Say no to this, no. Say no to this. Say no to this. I wish I could say that was the last time. I said that last time, it became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. He said, "Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in prosperous enough position to put wealth into the pockets of people like me down on their luck." You see, that was my wife who decided to, Uh-oh, you made the wrong sister a cuckold, so time to marry the piper for the pants you unbuckled. And hey, you keep saying my whore wife if the price is right. If I'm not telling your wife. I hit the letter and I raced to her place, screamed, "How could you?" in her face. She said, "No, sir," half-dressed, apologetic, a mess. She looked pathetic and cried, "Please don't go, sir." So, was your whole story a setup? I don't know about any letters. Stop crying. God damn it, get up. I don't know any better. I am ruined. Please leave it to me. I am helpless. How could I do this? I give who wants, you can have me. I don't want you. Whatever you want. I don't want you. I don't. If you pay, you can say, "Lord, show me how to say no to this tonight. Don't know how to say no to this. Cause the situation's helpless. And everybody's screaming, hell yes. Well, show me how to say no to this. How can you say no to this? There's nowhere I can go, 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 go. When everybody's on mine, I can't say no. Yes, yes, say no to this, no. Yes, say no to this, no. Yes, say no to this. Say no to this. Say no to this. I didn't say no to this. There's somewhere I can go. Go, go, go. So, nobody needs to know. Room where it happens. Oh, I love room where it happens. Ah, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Burr, sir, had you hear the news about good old General Mercer? No, he could climb on straight? Yeah, maybe if we looked after him, the Mercer legacy is secure, sure. And all he had to do was die. There's a lot less work, you gotta give it a try. Ha! Now you're gonna get your debt plan through. I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Really? Talk less, smile more. Ha ha! Do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor. Now Madison and Jefferson are merciless. Well, hate the sin, love the sinner. Hamilton, I'm sorry, Burr, I've got to go. But discussions are happening over dinner. The Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge through a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. Bros. The immigrant emerges with unrestricted financial power or a system he could shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Thomas claims Alexander was by Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray. Thomas, Alexander said. He basically begged me to join the fray. Thomas claims. I approached Madison and said, "I know your hate, but let's hear what you have to say." Thomas claims. Well, I arranged the meeting, I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating. But no one else was in the room where it happens, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes, the pieces that sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, and no one else is in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison's grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee. Meanwhile, Congress is fighting over where to put the capital. Isn't it pretty? Then Jefferson approached with a dinner and invite. The Madison responds with a Virginian insight. Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win a victory with the Southerners. In other words, oh, a quid pro quo. I suppose. Would you like to work a little closer to home? Usually, I would. I would propose to Potomac. I'd provide him his votes. We'll see how it goes. Let's go. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. My God, in God we trust, but we'll never really know what got discussed. Click, boom, that happened. And no one else was in the room where it happened. Alexander Hamilton, what did they say to you to get you to sell New York City down the river? Alexander Hamilton, did Washington know about the dinner? Was there presidential pressure to deliver? Alexander Hamilton, oh, did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. capital? In the same banks, we're in the same spot. Trusted more than you gave. You wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But if you don't get a win unless you play in the game, oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing if you wait for it, wait. I'd help and forgive me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Burr? What do you want, Burr? If you step... Wanna be in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, I wanna be in the room, I wanna be in the room, I wanna be in, I've got to be in the room, in that big old room. Hard to compromise, swallow your nose and close your eyes. We want to at least save the day. We don't get to say what they trade away. Happens, I've got to be in the room where it happens. Want to be in the room where it happens. Click, boom. Okay, I Sky defeated. Look, Grandpa's in the paper. War hero Philip Schuyler loses 17 young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa got lost in the Senate. Somehow this is how it goes. God, he's gonna find out any minute. I'm sure he already knows that's how it goes. Further down. Let's mark the new senator from New York. New York, our senator, Burr. Since when were you a Democratic Republican? Since being one and putting me on the top again. No one knows who you are or what you do. They don't know me how you like you. Excuse me, oh, Wall Street thinks you're great. You always be adored in the things you create, things you upstate. Well, people think you're crooked. The Silencey was up for grabs, so I took it. I always consider you a friend. Don't see what's wise has to end. To change parties to run against my father-in-law. Change parties to seize the opportunity I saw. This is the pride and death of us all. Beware it goes through the fall. It's on the table, first on the verge of war with England. You have Fred aid and troops with French allies to stay with it. Remember, my decisionless matter is not subject to congressional approval. Just put aside your deficit. We were telling death's door, we were needy. You made a promise, we signed a treaty. We needed money, and we needed a chance. We provided these funds. France. In return, they didn't ask for land, only promised that we'd lend a hand and stand with them, and they fought against oppressions, and revolution is messy, but now it's time to stand. Stand for brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here, and we'd rather have the debate. I remind that you is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty, nothing. Sounds like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Oh, new money. Does Princess Show provides above the station. Everything he knows praises the ideal of Jason. Ooh, hey, and if you don't know, you know, Mr. President. Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton. Your response. New money. You'll be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the surgeon to the brink of madness in the middle of military mess. As character of chess where France is queen and kingless. We signed a treaty with king whose head is now in a basket. We gotta take it out and ask it. Should we free our treaty King Louis's head? Oh, no, we want him super dead. Enough. Hamilton is right, Mr. President. We're so fragile to start another fight. But sir, we do not fight for freedom. Since when the French figure out who's gonna lead them? Those people are leaving, the people are riding. There's difference, frankly, it's a little disquieting. Who would our ideals bind you to reality? Hamilton, sir, draft a statement of neutrality. Did you forget Lafayette? What? Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power. Let in their hour of need, you forget Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. When before he was a friend, I was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line? So quick-witted, at last I admit it. I bet you were quite a lawyer. My defenses got acquitted. Yeah, well, someone ought to remind you. What? You're nothing about Washington behind you. Hamilton, Daddy's calling. Okay, watch on your side. We're almost done. This is crazy. It's crazy that we're almost done. I can't believe we're almost done. I can't believe I've done almost all my. There's only 10 more. There's only 10 more. Ooh, it must be nice. It must be nice. Must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. Every action has its equal opposite reaction. Turn to Hamilton, our cabinets fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress. We're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fist of passion. The way he primps and preens and dresses like the piss of fashion. Protest citizens like farmers, liberation, duration, as Wall Street rose and blind in search of chips to cash in. Him asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me the dirt on the vector with mass so we can last unmask him. We pulled the trigger on him, someone loaded the gun and cocked it while we were all watching. He got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Back at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote, the ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't the trouble with much of our previous government size. Look at his eyes, see how he lies. Follow the scent of the enterprise. Counting national credit and making the American credit competitive. If we don't stop it, we aid and abet it. I have to resign. Somebody has to stand up for the South. Well, somebody has to stand up to his mouth. So if there's a fire trying to douse, you can't put it down from inside that house. In the cabinet, I'm in conflict. I'm watching him grabbing that power and kissing it. Washington isn't going to listen to disciplined dissidents. This is the difference. This kid is out. Oh, this immigrant isn't somebody we'd choose. Oh, this immigrant's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show us these feathers what they're up against. Oh, Southern Democratic Republicans. Oh, follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, because every second the treasury grows. Oh, we follow the money and see where we lead. Get in the weeds, look for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. Must be nice, it must be nice to have follow the money and see where it goes. It must be nice, it must be nice. The emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. Visible, we won't be denied. Still, it must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Okay, I Know Him, the last King George song. We're almost done. We have 10 more songs. That is crazy. They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? Washington aware knew something a person could do. Am I perplexed? Remember, they're going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge. If so, who's next? Nobody else in the country who looms quite as large. John Adams? I know him. That can't be. He's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. Who's that? 85. That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. We to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. And they'll kill each other into pieces. Goodness Christ, would that be fun? Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da. Da 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 ya da. President John Adams. Good luck. Hey, does Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuse his cabinet post, destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president. Washington can't help you now, no master, Mr. Nice President. Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him cruel bastard and taunts. Say what? Hamilton published his response. Sit down, John, you fat mother... Hamilton is out of control. This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only significant member of this party. Hamilton's a host of himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Now let them know what we know. Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison, Senator Burr, what is this? We have the check stubs from separate accounts, almost $1,000 paid in different accounts to Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791. Is that what you have? Are you done? You are uniquely situated by virtue of its position. Though virtue is not a word I'd apply to this situation to seek financial gain to stray from your sacred mission. And the evidence suggests you engage in speculation. An immigrant embezzling our government funds? I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I could hope you save some money for your daughter and sons. You best go on, run back where you come from. Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess. Confess. You have nothing to tell you anything at all unless I can prove that never broke the law till you promised not to tell each other so what you saw. No one else was in the room, so we saw. No one else was in the room where it happened. Is that a yes? Yes. Dearest, in the room where it happens. Is that a yes? Yes. Sure, I hope this letter finds you good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of luck. See, that was you decided to, what? He escorted me to bed when she hid me in a corner. That's when Reynolds escorted me to a sorted fee. And when she gave me a corner, that's when Reynolds restored me for a restorative fee. I paid him quarterly. You might have mortally wounded my prospects, but the papers are elderly. See, I've been record of my checkered history. Check it again against her list, and you see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. He said the dogs have been my scent. That's fine. Yes, I have reasons for saying you committed. My God, gentlemen, let's go. So people won't know what you know. Burr, how do you know you won't change this next time you go head to toe? Alexander, rumors only grow, and we both know what we know. Okay, hurricane. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet. For just a moment, a yellow sky when I was 17. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown, I couldn't seem to die. I roped my way out. Wrote everything down as far as I could see. I roped my way out. I looked up and the town has its eyes on me. They passed a plate around and total strangers moved to kindness by my story, raised enough for me to book passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution, defended it well, and in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems in existence. And when my prayers to God we met with indifference, I picked up a pen. I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick. She was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. I'd write my way out. I'll write my way out. Write everything down as far as I can see. I'll write my way out, overwhelm them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. The Reynolds pamphlet. The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Jefferson Hamilton at a tour at a fair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlights. Charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds for purposes of improper speculation. My real crime is Mormons' connection with his wife. For his considering time, damn! Your frequent meetings with her, most of them at my own house. At his own house? At his own house! Damn! Miss Hamilton, we were children being absent on a visit to her father. No? Boo! Have you read this? He was never going to be president now, never going to be president now. He was never going to be president now, never going to be president now. He was never going to be president now, never going to be president now. There's one less thing to worry about. There's one less thing to worry about. There's one less. It came as soon as I heard. Angelica, all the way from London? Damn. Thank God, someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do. I'm not here for you. Ooh. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You'll never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose happiness over mine every time. But what we had aside, I'm standing at her side. You can never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied. We're never going to be president now. 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 There's one less thing to worry about. There's one less thing to worry about. Hey, who's never going to be president now? Never going to be president now. Honest with money was never going to be president now. Never going to be president now. Never going to be president now. Hey, at least he was honest with money. That's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Burn. Yes, yes. Now finally one that I don't skip. Because I skip a lot of the Act 2 ones. I don't know why. I just do. I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. I said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, be careful with that one, love. He'll do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. Burn. I published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. I'm clearing your name. You've ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you've done? She said, you have married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive you. erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You've torn it all apart, I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in our office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you burn. Oh wow, 5 more, everyone. That's crazy. Can't believe we're almost done with this. That is crazy. Meet the latest graduate of King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, amaze and astonish. The scholars say I got the same virtuosity and brains as my pops. The ladies say my brain's not where the resemblance stops. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Gotta be my own man like my father, but bolder. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I gotta tear him inside, that someone would blow us all away. Ladies, I'm looking for a Mr. George Eaker made a speech last week. A 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my father's legacy in front of a crowd. I can't have that. I'm making my father proud. I saw him just up Broadway, a couple of blocks. He was gonna see a play. Well, I'm gonna visit his box. God, you're a fox, and I'll look pretty good in your frocks. How about when I get back, you'll strip down your socks? Okay, blow us all away. George. Shh. George, shh. George, shh. I'm trying to watch the show. You should watch your mouth before you talk about my father, though. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so it seems. Are you? Ooh! It's just like that. You didn't fool around. I'm not your little schoolboy friend. See you dealing ground. What is this until you step aside and go now? I know where to find you. Pissed off. I'm watching the show now. Perhaps if you only heard we said about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about to. Slow down. I came to ask you for advice. This was my very first duel. You couldn't exactly cover the subject in a boarding school. My friends attempted pace and to apologize. Let his peace talks and cease. What is happening across the river in Jersey? Everything is legal in New Jersey. All right. So what you gonna do? Stand there like a man until Eaker is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair. But what if he decides to shoot? Then I'm a goner. No, he will follow suit if I'm truly a man of honor. If taking someone's life is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Father, promise me you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience. Okay, I promise. Come back home when you're done. Take my guy. Speak smart. Be me proud, son. My name is Philip. I'm a poet. And I'm a little nervous, but I can show it. I'm sorry, I'm Hamilton with pride. You talk about a father, I'm gonna let it slide. Mr. Father, have the rest of your show? I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol, confer with your men. The duel will command after we count to 10. Count to 10. Look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then slowly and surely raise your gun towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, what's this? Oop. Stay alive. Stay alive. Where is my son? Mr. Hamilton, come in. They brought him in half an hour ago. He lost a lot of his blood on his way over. Is he alive? Stay alive. Yes, but you haven't understand the bullet entered just about his hip and lodged his right arm. Can you see him, please? Do anything in the wound would already infected when he arrived. Philip? Philip? Pa? I did exactly as you said, Pa. I held my head up high. I know. Shh. I know. I did everything just right. Even before we got to 10, I was aiming for the sky. I know. I was aiming for the, I know. Save your strength and stay alive. No, Eliza! Is he breathing? Is he going to survive this? Stay alive. Who did this, Alexander? Did you know? Mom, I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me. My son, we play piano. I taught you piano. You put your hands on mine. You changed the melody every time, but you'd always change the line. I know. I would always change the line. I know. Oh, dude. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Yeah, this part made me cry when I first watched Hamilton. Especially It's Quiet Uptown. It's in the world's don't reach. Wait, why did it just go to 17? Weird. That's weird. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable. I spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store, and it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on a Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before. If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity. Philip, you'd like it uptown. It's quiet uptown. He is working through the unimaginable. You knock me out, I fall apart. The song makes me cry. Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out. That would be enough if I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine. I'd be standing here right now as you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time, but I'm not afraid. I know who I married, so let me stay here by your side. That would be enough. Eliza, to take it uptown. It's quiet uptown. Look around, Eliza. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden, Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown. Wait, no, I skipped one. Oops. But we have 4 more. Woohoo! Cannot believe it. Election of 1800. Can we get back to politics? Please. Yo. So every action has equal opposite reaction. John Adams shot the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton. He was missing in action, and now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction. He's very attractive, and the most New Yorkers like his chances. He's not very forthcoming on particular stances. Ask him a question. If he glances off, he excuses, he dances. They say I'm a Francophile. At least I know where France is. Though that's the problem, they see Burr as a less extreme you. They would achieve course, a key endorsement might redeem you. Why did you have in mind? Don't laugh. Who is it? He used to work on the same staff. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Shake hands with him, charm her. It's 1800, ladies. Tell your husband to vote like Adams, so he's gonna lose or just defeat us. And Jefferson, in love with France, yet he's so elitist. I like that Aaron Burr. I can't believe you're here with him. He seems approachable, like you could grab a beer with him.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting.
It's quiet uptown, Mr. Hamilton.
John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting?
It's quiet uptown.
We know it's lose-lose. But if you had to choose, dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? But if you had to choose.
Well, if he's an Aaron Burr, sir. Alexander, you've brought us quite a stir, sir. I'm going door to door. I'm only campaigning. Sure, that's new. That's kind of draining. Sir, Burr, is that anything you wouldn't do? I'm chasing what I want, and you know what? I learned that from you. It's tie. It's up to the delegates. It's up to Hamilton. Yo, these people are asking to hear my voice. The country is facing a difficult choice. And if you were to ask me who promote, Jefferson has my vote. Jefferson has my vote. You never agreed with Jefferson once. We have fought on like 75 different fronts. When all is set and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none. We will all be damned. We'll all be damned. Hamilton's on your side. We'll all be damned. We'll all be damned. And you won on a landslide. Congress on a race will run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership as our vice president. Congrats on a race will run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to your partnership as your vice president. Yeah, right. Did you hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me. Talking about, I look forward to our partnership. And it's crazy that the man who comes in second becomes the vice president. You change that, I know why. Because I'm the president. See that, Hamilton? Then take them the endorsement. Okay. There's only a few more left. I can't believe it. I still can't believe I still can't believe I did this. Because this was literally just an idea. And everybody liked my idea. So, wait. Let's restart this. I didn't think I would do this. This was just like an idea, and then everybody was like, you should do this, so I did it. And it turned out good. How does Hamilton, an immigrant, orphan, bastard, whore's son, somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning? I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens, the room where it happens for the last time. Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I told the line as you directly affects your life and mine. I took back on where we failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me Amaral, a dangerous disgrace. If you got something to say, name a time and place, and say face to face. I have the honor to face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said I think what you said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreement. Sweet Jesus. Hey, you're not so shy. I'm just a guy in the public eye trying to do my best for the republic. I don't want to fight, but I will apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the executions you lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man. For your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what you said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true. Then stand, Alexander Weehawken, Dawn. Guns drawn. Guns drawn. You're on. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. A. Burr. Alexander, come back to sleep. Alexander, come back to town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Shh. Come back to bed. That would be enough. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Go back to sleep. The meeting's at dawn. I'm going back to sleep. Hey. Best of wives and best of women. Okay. Two more. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 10 things you need to know. Number 1, we rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Bennett signed on as my. Number 2, Hamilton arrived with his crew. Nathaniel Pendleton, a doctor that he knew. Number 3, I watched Hamilton examine the Terran. Wished you could let you what was happening in his brain. The man has poisoned my political pursuits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, Hamilton drew first position, looking the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier, marksman ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability. Though I didn't notice at the time, but we were now the same spot. My son died, is that why? 6, he examined his gun with such rigor. He watched us see methodically fiddled with the trigger. 7, confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If it's not to take deadly aim, it's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require, then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, places fire. I imagine death somewhere feels like a mark of memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I'll ever see if I throw away my shot is how you will remember me. What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy? Legacy! What's his legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes in the beginning of the song someone sang for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you've sent for me. You let me make a difference, a place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time. I'm running, and my time's up. Rise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lauren sees a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teaches me how to say goodbye. Rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom. He aimed his pistol at the sky. Wait! Sky! Wait! I strike him right between his ribs. I walk towards him, but I'm ushered away. I row him back across the Hudson. I get a drink. Ah! I'm gonna get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Ah! Somebody tells me you better hide. Ah! They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates, and every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but wait for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. Okay, last song. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. Like, I still can't believe I did it. Like, let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried, and I tried. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate who lives, who dies, who tells your story. Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father's story gets to grow old. When you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Eliza, I put myself back in the narrative. Eliza, I stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. I interview every soldier who fought by your side. She tells her story. I try to make sense of your 1,000 pages of writings. You do really write like you're running out of time. Really, Angelica, while she's alive, we tell your story. She is buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? The Lord, His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I raise funds in D.C. for the Washington Monument. She tells my story. I speak out against slavery. You could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, can I show you what I'm proudest of? The orphanage. I established the first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I helped raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up in your eyes. I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will it tell my story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will they tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Who will tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I finished the whole Hamilton. Like, most of these songs I've never even sang before. Like, I can't believe I did it. Like, I literally cannot believe I did it. I literally can't believe I did the whole HamilStream. Like, I didn't think I could do it, but I did. And I'm so happy. I'm, like, literally freaking out right now. And now I can focus on something other than Hamilton, because now Hamilton's been on my mind for the past, like, 2.5 hours, because now I can focus on, like, Gatsby or Newsies or something, because I've been focusing on, like, Hamilton for the most I've been focusing on besides when I watched Hamilton. But, like, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I may stream either tonight or tomorrow. If you want to watch that, I might stream either tonight or tomorrow, or maybe both days. Or maybe I'll make a video